Hello friends, this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School, and I assure you complete practical training approach, complete practical and real-time knowledge transfer activities with all my 15 years of technical love and inclination towards Microsoft technologies and Azure activities in particular. This particular Azure Data Factory and Synapse course curriculum is planned to make sure we are comfortable at our job desk performing any type of activity that comes to our desk, right from the basic to high level capacity planning to implementations, pipelines, ETL, incremental loads, working with on-premise, I mean non-cloud to cloud, Azure cloud activities with customized self integrated and self hosted runtime activities, to data shares, reports, and end user resource activities, and Power BI visualizations, including REST APIs. Come on, let's get started slowly understanding what is Azure and why to go for data factory, and then we'll come across to understand what are all these boxes about and how they are technically related to ADF. Either you may have the job option or the resume reskill or upskill option for ETL or MSBI or data engineer or data analysts. And these are the numbers, the certification numbers. DA 100 is for Power BI data analyst certification from Microsoft, and DP 300, say DP 200 and 201 are for Azure data engineers. Well, let's get started now understanding what exactly Azure means. Well, here we go. Cloud, a remote platform. Yes, let's start this way to make the things easier to understand. In olden days, I still remember when I got my first job at Microsoft back in the year 2005, when I was selected my campus interviews from JNT University, Hyderabad. My father gifted me a mobile. I still remember Nokia 3100. I still remember that. And we used to, of course, that device is no more with me right now. Let it be. Well, we used to store the contacts in our SIM cards. No cloud at that time, no Google cloud integration or iPhone or Samsung cloud integrations at the time. I was talking about 2005 year. We used to store all our contacts in the SIM card. Now, what if the mobile device is having some problem, or due to my bad luck, say it got lost? Then what next? All my contacts were gone, right? We are dependent on the device, right? Here, the greatness of cloud, we sync it with the help of internet. We sync the device with our cloud account so that the contacts are safe, the data, the information is safe. My communication to the outside world is more safe. That is the power of cloud, a platform to ensure 24/7 secured access to your data, any type of data it can be. And we use browsers. Like, for example, let me show you this way. We use browsers like a Google Chrome or any other browser to access the resources. Like we have databases hosted inside servers, paid with storage, and data transfer using some factory resources, etc. So we can access through browser. or as per our nodes, we can access through the tools, right? What are these tools? Yes, here we go. In our course, we shall be working with something called as Azure Data Studio tool, and we'll be working with something called as Storage Explorer tool. And sometimes we need to install additional self-hosted integration runtimes. So it is the tools and the browser, they work together to provide the required remote data access services. So why to go for cloud? Yes, beside easy secured usage, no physical infrastructure is involved, right? Low maintenance, no physical network, no storage physically. Everything the cloud provider would take care. Be it either Microsoft for Azure or Google for GCP, Google Cloud Platform, or Amazon for AWS, anything. A lot of cloud providers in this world now. So everyone aim at one common benefit is of secured usage of your data. Easy, secured usage of your data is the ultimate aim. Now, yes, what about the third party access or intruders or some unauthorized access? Well, it's always safe to invest more for ensuring more security in any of these cloud providers. For example, you take SQL Server hosting in Azure to store our Synapse, part of our course, or any other databases. And there are options to invest more. There are options to invest more resources in terms of price, in terms of additional storage, and to gain advanced data security. You make it on, we pay more, but good to have it. When we compare with on-premise security, the antivirus, the firewall, the network infrastructure, and the backup capacity planning for these entities, when you compare the price in an enterprise environment, let me tell you friends, cloud cost is really less. Really. Now, and the good thing, majority of Azure, our Microsoft Azure environments, we have nice free trial options. For example, SQL Server is free. Really, it's free. And we need to pay per databases, right? And again, there are few databases which can be given for trial access. Then we like it. We are fine with the integration of those database services in our applications. Then we can make it live and start swiping our card. It's all about easy access and friendly access. We can undoubtedly love the cloud providers. And what is Azure now? Yes, a cloud platform, a remote storage platform to ensure secure data access, and also to ensure secured application access. In our course, we'll be understanding the examples on both data as well as applications. And why to go for Azure? Cheaper, highly secured, easy integration with any type of user applications, including Visual Studio, SQL, or we have even SSMS tool called ADS tool, etc. Azure Data Studio tool, and so on. And suits both Windows and non-Windows platforms to perform any type of activity on data. But maybe data store, be it data store, data security, data loads, data incremental updates, or it can be data share. Any type of data operations we can perform in Azure. A friendly platform, And there are three important implementations in Azure Cloud. We have SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS. SaaS, software as a service. It's a 100% cloud service. No software to be installed. For example, in our environment, in our journey, we'll come across something called as ADF, Azure Data Factory, wherein all the design of ETL, extract, transform, and load operations can be performed in the browser itself directly. And the storage in browsers, I mean directly in cloud, we can do the storage activities, access activities, and so on. Whereas there are other platforms of implementation with respect to the Azure environment. So here we go. PaaS, platform as a service, mostly cloud, partly non-cloud. And it requires few integrations like something called integration runtimes and other things. And IaaS, infrastructure as a service, 50-50. 50% non-cloud, we say on-premise, and 50% cloud. To make the things easier to understand, high-level activities. And yes, we have courses, we have technologies for all three implementations. Now what we actually do, yes, here it is a data engineer job role to plan and implement data storage solutions, data processing solutions, security, ETL is the most important part in our course, like data cleansing and data ingestions, data consolidation activities. And we have the data decomposition, staging and optimizations, storage and analytics. These are the entire Azure Data Engineer, out of which our required piece of cake, ADF. From the big Azure Data Engineer box, let me put this way, we are taking one particular piece, and here it is, ADF and Synapse. So you may plan for the entire cake, the data engineer cake, or focus only on the piece of cake with the required flavor. What we do here in ADF and Synapse? Well, ADF, right from the next class, we need to start our practice from the basics of data, of course, Azure fundamentals, then data, then database, then migrations, and then we need to go for ETL, extract, transform, and load, data modeling activities. It's all about data shaping activities. For example, in one of our course, we'll be understanding how to work with pivot transformations in Azure, in Data Factory. So we'll be understanding how to make use of something called ELF graphics and start to practice our activities one by one with examples on some Excel or any other data source. So we take some pivot data and understand how to transform from a denormalized data source to normalized data source, something like this. A denormalized data source that has duplicate ID names can be converted to unique IDs and names. One of our examples, meaning we are transforming the data, we are remodeling, rearranging the data in such a way it reflects the actual business needs. So here we shall be using the Data Factory activities, and we'll be understanding working with ease and very colorful user interface for Data Factory, wherein we'll be understanding the implementation part, something like this. Take a source, do some pivot operations, and understand about the optimization activities, and then slowly load the data into Azure Synapse. I mean, to get some ETL activity, something like this. Let me just show you this way. So here it is, something called data flow, and trigger it. Then go to the required destination and understand about the required operations on the pivoting. Same way, unpivoting activities, right? Both pivoting as well as unpivoting activities. And we shall be understanding about how to fine tune the results. That's more and more important for our actual classes. We'll be understanding how to perform the tuning activities. So a lengthy subject, right from the fundamentals and the architecture to ETL components, incremental loads, single table, multi-table incremental loads with parameters, and data flow activities, pivoting, wrangling, sharing, and end-to-end implementation in Azure. And coming to this end-to-end implementation, we'll start from the on-premise to Azure to Data Factory to Synapse and Share. So the Data Factory and Synapse, they work together most of the times, most of the real world environments. Well, so here we go. So all we do is accessing the data. All we do is understanding the actual data and perform required operations on the data. Well, and then once it is done, yes, in this process you need to apply some joins, lookups, etc. Something like this. Some multiple joins, multiple lookups, multiple aggregates, and other activities. Then we may need to perform multiple copies and data flow activities as well. It's all about data and extract, transform, load activities and incremental loads. And the Synapse, the other one, Synapse includes enterprise data warehousing component and big data analytics. That involves column store technology, wherein unique column values will be stored in the database to save space, at the same time win performance, automated tuning capabilities, maintenance, and ultimate security. With this information, we have the Azure Data Engineer course that includes SQL, Azure SQL, Azure Data Factory, Synapse, storage, data lake, Cosmos, functions, key vaults, Databricks, and stream analytics, including Internet of Things. You may plan for the entire Azure Data Engineer course, or you may look only for Synapse and Data Factory. Only the first part, choice is yours based on your job role. And here is the end-to-end implementation plan with the examples that we are going to understand. That involves data access, data ingestion, data store, data preparation, train, modeling activities, and serving the data to the end users. A 10 hours of practical training exclusively for Data Factory and Synapse. Total 30 hours if you are going for Azure Data Engineer complete course. Only for Data Factory and Synapse it is 10 hours. 100% hands-on, chapter-wise examples, FAQs, and chapter-wise tasks and solutions with end-to-end implementation with the complete guidance to your resume. So this would be our lab plan with your prerequisites for this ADF and Synapse course. Prior knowledge of SQL Server, TSQL is required, recommended. So in your computer, in the very next class, the first class of the course, we would be installing certain servers and tools, the software to be provided, guidance to be provided, and then we shall slowly move on to the right side, the Azure environment, starting off with our practical step by step. So this box is the agenda for the very next class, the first chapter in our course, installations. So having understood what is Azure, a cloud platform, understanding ADF, Azure Data Factory, ETL platform, understanding Azure Synapse, which is a data warehouse platform. Back to my screen. Yes, the list of all courses at our school, and today we're actually talking about the Data Factory one, this one, of course with Synapse. And here it is, the concepts in our course, in our Synapse and Data Factory course. We'll start from the basics, the fundamentals, understanding the cloud components, Active Directory, key vaults, and Azure SQL database and Synapse concepts, the green boxes. Then comes the red boxes, core Azure Data Factory, and optional add-on training for Azure SSIS for working MSBI and SSIS developers. So here it is, the complete chapter-wise course curriculum for your reference, available below this particular video. You'll refer to it carefully, just in case to get some insight into our course before we start our technical journey. So it's completely ADF, the core component, the first component of our entire Azure Data Engineer course. So Azure Data Engineer course has got 3 modules, and this particular demo is for the very first module, Data Factory Synapse, for total of 10 chapters. Next, apart from this, the career options. Yes, you may opt for the Azure Data Factory and Synapse only, provided we are aware of the SQL concepts, or you may also opt for Azure Data Factory plus Data Engineer, or integration with SSIS or with Power BI, which is completely into reporting environment. And accordingly, we have designed the courses in this way on my screen. So you may look only for ADF and Synapse. This will be for total of 2 weeks. Invest extra 1 week to learn this Azure SSIS, provided you are aware of regular MSBI SSIS. That is one path in your career, in your resume plan and the job work. Or the other path, ADF with Power BI, or ADF Power BI and embedded, or complete Azure Data Engineer, that includes ADF automatically. Just only Data Engineer, or Data Engineer plus Power BI, or with Power BI embedded. Power BI embedded is implementing Power BI cloud inside Azure cloud. We call it hybrid cloud, integrated cloud, embedded cloud we call it. Azure cloud is different, Power BI cloud is different. Bridging these two, we have the Power BI embedded, a great course. Well, so choice is yours based on your resume plan or your project requirement or whatever. And do let us know your questions. We are glad, always ready 24/7 to address your questions and clarifications on our training classes. I assure you, complete practical real-time approach on any of the course you take at our SQL school, and With this information, we shall wait for your clarifications or questions. You can contact our team on any of these numbers or me directly on this number available at your reach, and I would be the trainer for this course. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Thank you once again.